Mr. Chair, truth-telling needs no dressing up for the occasion. Telling the truth demands nothing more than just that. Telling it, testifying to it. Lying, on the other hand, requires fabrication. Intricate, deliberate, elaborate planning. One lie is tied to a system, an entire web of other lies, in order for the story, the fabric, to hold together. Nitong nakaraang mga araw, Mr. Chair, ako'y tinanong kung ano raw ang mga ginagawa kong preparasyon para sa pagdinig natin ngayong araw na ito. Ang sagot ko po ay wala. Sapagkat ang pagsasabi ng totoo ay hindi humihingi ng anumang espesyal na paghahanda. Ang katotohanan, bali-baligtarin man, simula sa dulo o sa gitna, ay masasabi ng malaya sa kalooban. Sasabihin naman ng iba, ganun naman pala, bakit hindi ka nalang umattend doon sa hearing ng House? My position on this too has remained the same. I do not wish to be the first to break our tradition of interparliamentary courtesy. If our counterparts in the lower house do not exercise interparliamentary courtesy, this humble representation does. But most importantly, I do not wish to be a guest of their gag show. Mr. President, kung ako ay makasarili lamang, kung ako ay swapang na tao, unang pagtawag pa lang nila, nandoon ako mag-attend to clear myself. But because I am a member of the Senate, I have to protect the tradition that is being observed by this institution. Kaya hintayin na lang nila, Mr. President, pag hindi na ako senador, I will be there every day. Kung gusto pa nila, doon ako tumira sa kanila. Pero sa ngayon, ako senador pa, please naman, sana respetuhin nila yung ating interparliamentary courtesy. Ayaw kong magiging presidents, Mr. President. Pagdating ng araw, in the future, lahat ng mga senador na mabubwisit sa kakatawag sa kanilang pangalan kapag ang kanilang pangalan ay na-implicate sa investigation na ginagawa ng other house, ay punta na lang ng punta at wala nang magawa na legislation. Kaya po ako naririto ngayon, hindi lamang bilang isang vice chairperson ng committee ito, kundi bilang isang resource person. As a former PNP chief during the Duterte administration, I have been tagged multiple times as the face of the war on drugs. The same war on drugs openly supported by both the Senate and the House of Representatives, and of course supported by our people. Perhaps I am one of the best persons to contribute to today's discussion. I am here, Mr. Chair, to tell the truth, and as I do so, witness the web of lies come undone, one thread at a time. Today, I say duty calls. My duty to the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Daghang salamat, Mr. Chair.
And then meron kang sinabi na, sabi mo senador na sabi shit happens. Sino yun? Are you referring to?
Yung po yung nabanggit ni Senator Go nung namatay si Micah.
So Senator Go?
Sorry,
Senator?
my apologies.
Senator Bato.
De La Rosa.
Sige, as a matter of right, the senator can react if he wants to.
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. I just would like to put in context. Paano ko sinabing shit happens? Indeed, I said that. Shit happens. Because sa amin sa police, sa military, during operations, when you don't have complete control of the operational environment, you expect shit happens. Yun nga, nangyari nga. Namatay yung bata, tinamaan yung bata. Talagang, for me, for us, shit happens. Nangyari yun. So what's the fuss? What's the fuss about blaming ourselves for... sinabi ko, talaga nangyari. Hindi perfect yung operation. Hindi mo kontrolado ang environment. May tinamaan na bata. So, anong tawag ko dyan? Perfection happens? There's no perfect operations. Sometimes shit happens. That's what I say that. But that does not mean to degrade the soul, the departed soul of that child na namatay. Ang problema lang sa inyo, Father, you are trying to capitalize my words for propaganda purposes. That's very bad, Father. Masama po yan. Huwag niyong gamitin, you do not take the word out of context para i-propagandize yung isang issue. Ako, sinabi ko, it happens because I'm blaming myself as the chief PNP. Nangyari yang nang hindi dapat nangyari. Namatay yung bata, tinamaan. Really, shit happens. Pero, when the media presented it, when the media articulated it in their papers, wow, iba na. Bato is demonyo na. Na yung bata parang masaya pa dahil lang namatay yung bata. Mali po yun, Mr. Chair. Kasi sa akin, when I say it happens, that's for us to blame ourselves. That shit happens. That is not intended for the people or the victim. And
Can we contextualize? Aminado naman si Senator Bato, konektado ito sa 1-year-old na namatay, kaya kayo napasalitang shit happens.
yes, Mr.
Can we,
3-year-old.
ilan?
Mr. Chair, 3-year-old
3 years old daw.
na nangangarap ding
Okay.
maging pulis.
Yeah.
Sige, Father, ikaw familiar sa what happened doon sa 3 years old na namatay? Sige nga, so that we will see the...
Sa pagkaalala ko po ay ito po ay isang police operation at ang hinuhuli nila yung anak ay yung tatay at dahil dito ay nadamay po yung anak, no? Nadamay yung anak at namatay yung anak. I wouldn't want to give any
Saan po yun?
I wouldn't want to give
Okay,
any
place and then date, and then sa incidenting yun, yung 3 years old lang ang namatay,
kasama po yung ama, Mr. Chair.
kasama ang ama. That is the context, ha?
Yes.
Yan yung context, ha, na nangyari to.
Yes, Mr. Chair, wala naman talagang pulis gustong pumatay ng bata. Kaya nga sabi ko, shit happens. Tinamaan yung bata sa crossfire. Kaya nga, nangyari yun. But
Father, sa investigation ninyo, official police operation yon, na-confirm na ninyo sa HQ?
It was po. Kaya
Okay, may mga pangalan ng operatives.
I think meron po, Mr. Chair, and ayaw kasi mag-appear po nung...
Paki-organize na lang po yung data kasi
Opo.
isa na yan sa napag-usapan natin ngayon eh. We are interested in that police operation na may 3-year-old na namatay.
Yes po.
Kasama ng kanyang papa siguro, papa?
Yes
Kasama
po.
papa. O, sige.
Mr. Chair, na-autopsy din po ni Dr. Raquel Fortun ang bata. So, she can objectively provide the truth in this committee. Salamat po.
yeah, Mr. Chair, another question. Yung inimbestigahan ninyo, Father, ng mga kaso, marami yon sinabi mo. And you have evidences. Meron kayong proof na sabi mo nga, binalian ng kamot. Sabi mo, may mga revolver na paulit-ulit na ginagamit as exhibit. Then, sa haba ng panahon, Father, ilan na pong kaso na file ninyo pertaining to those cases that you have investigated? Ilan na pong kaso na file ninyo?
Can I respond, Mr. Chair?
Respond to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Pero hindi naman, I don't think it's responsibility ninyo to file the cases eh. Pero sige, yeah, just-
Precisely. The...
Mr. Chair, but since concerned siya, advokasya niya yan, he should see to it that justice must be served to these victims.
Hindi
So,
po ba mas responsibility ng pulis yan?
responsibility nga ng police, Mr. Chair, pero sila nag-imbestiga, he's providing. Otherwise, kung hindi siya tumulong para mapile yung kaso na yan, halata ng ginagawa niya, puro propaganda. Nagpo-propaganda lang siya. Nagsasabi siyang ganon. Hindi pala siya interested na makuha ang hustisya. Hindi niya pinaluap sa pulis kung nakasuhan na itong mga gano'n na ito. Because for one, I want justice to be served. Lalong-lalo na yung mga inosente na pinatay. Dapat talaga, Father, baka mas pwede pa ako maging pare kung tutuusin. Kasi gusto ko talaga kung if I have the goods, I have the evidence as you showed that a while ago. Bali-bali na, halatang binugbog mo na bago pinatay eh. Di ba? So, you should pinalo up mo sana yun, na-file yung kaso. Kung hindi mo pinalo up, well, masasabi ko hanggang propaganda ka lang, Father. First of all, I would like to express my condolences to Mr. Randy De Los Santos. Alam po nyo, nung namatay si Kian, ako po'y galit na galit talaga. Sino bang maniwala na bata nagtutulak ng droga, pinatay? Eh, ako may anak rin ako. Kung mangyari yun sa anak ko, galit na galit ako, Mr. Chair. Kaya ako, I tried my best talaga na yung kaso na yan, kasi bata eh, binaril. So, kailangan managot talagang gumawa niyan. Pero meron akong nasabi, if I can fully remember, sinabi ko, nung tinanong ko yung mga nakabaril kay Kian, Sir, ang explanation na sa akin, kaya nangyari yun, Sir, dahil yung meron kaming nahuli na po, Sir, na isa dyan sa Caloocan at itinuro yung isang babae na tumboy na pinanggalingan ng kanyang droga. Tapos, ang sabi nung poser na nahuli namin, Sir, yung droga nung tumboy na yan, masyadong madiskarte, hindi siya nagbibigay direkta sa amin ng supply. Dinadaan doon sa tindahan ni Kian, kung saan si Kian nagbabantay, iniiwan doon at pinipick up lang. Si Kian wala namang alam doon sa droga kung droga yon. Basta iiwan lang doon. Kung si Kian nagbabantay ng tindahan, iniiwan sa tindahan, doon pinipick up namin yung droga galing sa yung suspect na puser na tumboy. Kaya, Sir, nadamay si Kian. Sabi ko, bakit nyo binaril? Wala, hindi na masagot. Hindi na masagot. Pero, actually, Sir, doon talaga sa tindahan ni Kian namin kinukuha. And ako'y nagtataka, bakit, did I mention the name of a certain Randy De Los Santos as involved in drugs? Ang alam ko noon, nabanggit ko during one of my interviews, na yung sabi nung pulis, na Caloocan, na ngayon nakakulong, Sir, yung tatay ni Kian mismo, Sir, tingnan mo yung mukha. Nauubos na yung ngipin, nauubos na yung gums sa kakagamit ng droga. User yung tatay. Kaya ang tanong ko nga, bakit hindi ang tatay pumunta dito? Bakit yung uncle ang nagreklamo? I just would like to react. Yung insistence ni Atty. Jokdo about using the word neutralize, na puro killing lang ang gusto niya palabasin. If you can remember, Atty. Jokdo, during our senatorial debate doon sa UST, almost 6 years ago, sinagot na kita tungkol dyan. Kasi insisting ka na pag-neutralize, patay agad. Sinagot na kita extensively doon sa debate na yun. Kaya nga siguro ako nanalo. Ginawa akong senador ng taong bayan dahil nasagot ko yung tanong mo na yun. If I will give you the Google meaning of neutralize, ito pong nakasabi. It is a verb. Render something ineffective or harmless by applying an opposite force or effect. So ano ibig sabihin yan? Render something ineffective or harmless by applying an opposite force or effect. Ano yung opposite force or effect na sinasabi? Yan ang sinasabi mong negation. Negation operation. Paano gagawin yan? Kasi sabi mo, gusto mo magpulis-pulisan eh. Gusto mo yung term ng pulis, talagang insist yung gusto mong meaning eh. Yung negation operations ay pagkakandak ng operations against the suspects. Pag magkanda ka ng operations, chances are na pwede mo siyang maaresto, pailan mo ng kaso para makulong at hindi na siya makapag-commit pa ng further crimes. Ineffective na siya sa kanyang mga criminal activities. Ngayon, sabi mo patay. Yes, pwede mayroong mamatay dyan sa neutralization kapag ang suspect ay lumaban sa operation because by all means, ang police has to defend themselves. Self-defense. Ewan ko. tanungin natin itong mga former chief PNP kung ano ba talaga ang meaning ng neutralization. Dahil alam ko, police, military, at maraming organization gumagamit ng term ng neutralize. Binibigyan lang kasi ng masamang meaning nitong mga anti-Duterte na people. Ngayon, kinukot mo pa yung PDEA director na yes, he's free to make his own meaning, his own definition of that term. But ito ngayon, tatlong former chief PNP, Mr. Chair, can I ask General Gamboa, when I say neutralize, anong ibig sabihin yan? You have the floor.
These three former PNP chiefs came after the PNP chief ba to? So tama. So,
Correct.
Yes.
And if
So,
indeed that memorandum that I signed, as cited by Attorney Jokno, was true,
nabasa
then
din eh.
they were covered by that memorandum. And I would like to seek their opinion as to the intent of that memorandum. Is it really killing? Otherwise, kung gusto kong patayin yung mga suspect na yan, bakit pa ako gagamit ng neutralized term? Gagamitin ko ang to kill. Bakit ko pa gagamitin yung term ng neutralized, Mr. Chair?